We have finally made it. After 26 races completed, we are in the final 10 races of the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series season. We have had such a great regular season with great racing and a shock winner here and there. But without further ado, these are my 2024 NASCAR playoff predictions. Also, while you're at it, leave a comment down below saying who do you think will make the championship for, and who are your drivers to be eliminated in each round. Let me know down below. Anyways, let's get to it. Starting with the round of 16, let's get these two drivers out of the way for obvious reasons. Harrison Burton, is there anything to really say? 34th in points before his walk-off win at Daytona, guaranteed first-round exit. And Chase Briscoe. While his walk-off win at Darlington was feel-good, considering the pace SHR has had all season, I would be surprised if this team sneaks their way into the round of 12. For my third pick, I have Austin Cindric. And let's be honest, if it wasn't for his teammate Ryan Blaney running out of fuel at Gateway, we would not be seeing him in the playoffs right now. Cindric has been terribly inconsistent compared to his teammates and wouldn't surprise me to see him gone after Bristol. For my final round of 16 elimination, this might come as a shock to some people, but I'm going to say Alex Bowman gets eliminated, and here's my reason why. Ever since his win at Chicago, he has been horrible the last 6 races, with a third place at Pocono, and ever since then, 5 straight finishes of 16th or worse. That is not going to be good enough to make it out of the first round. Goodbye, Alex Bowman. You had a good run while you lasted. So once again, my round of 16 elimination picks are Harrison Burton, Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, and Alex Bowman. And now we have the round of 12. My first pick for the round of 12 eliminations is Daniel Suarez. Now you might be surprised considering I didn't have Suarez eliminated in the round of 16. But here's my personal opinion. I think Daniel Suarez is the most likely to make it into the round of 12 out of any of the shock winners we've had this season. Trackhouse has shown speed all season, and while Ross Chastain did not make the playoffs, I think Daniel Suarez is good enough to make the round of 12. Unfortunately, that's all he's going to be good for. My next elimination pick is Martin Truex Jr. In his final season with Joe Gibbs Racing, and he will retire from full-time racing after this season, to say that this 2024 season has been disappointing is an understatement. Truex has shown race-winning speed at times, but his finishing results don't speak for it. He could have easily missed the playoffs had he not had that 58-point cushion entering Darlington. It's going to have to take a quick turnaround for this number 19 Joe Gibbs Racing team to compete for the title. Staying on the topic of Joe Gibbs Racing, my third elimination pick for the round of 12 is Ty Gibbs. This is Ty Gibbs' first playoff appearance in his career, and it's been a huge improvement from his rookie season. And I'm kind of disappointed, if I'm being completely honest. I expected Ty Gibbs to have a win at this point. Fortunately, he pointed his way into the playoffs, but at times the 54 can be up front, and he can be a midfielder at times, which is why I have Ty Gibbs eliminated in the round of 12. My final elimination pick for the round of 12 is Brad Keselowski. RFK Racing has shown race-winning speeds at times, and Brad Keselowski's win at Darlington is what got him into the playoffs. And I'm not going to be ashamed when I say Chris Buescher is well deserving of making the playoffs along with his teammate over guys like Burton, Suarez, Cindric, and Briscoe. Unfortunately, that's not how it turned out, and Chris Buescher is not in the playoffs. But his owner, Brad Keselowski, is. Brad has had an up-and-down season. And it wouldn't surprise me if he could get to the round of 8. But for the time being, I have him in the round of 12, eliminated. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this 6 team can prove me wrong. So once again, the drivers who I have being eliminated in the round of 12 are Daniel Suarez, Martin Truex Jr., Ty Gibbs, and Brad Keselowski. And now, eliminations in the round of 8. I'm going to start with Joey Logano. Joey Logano has had this pattern for making the Final Four every even year since 2014. Unfortunately, that trend is going to end this season. Logano is probably going to sneak his way into the round of 8. But with the season he's had and only 1 win, which in my opinion he didn't deserve it because of 5 bullshit overtimes, forgive my language, I don't see it from Logano. He's going to get to the round of 8, but that's as far as he'll go. And now I have the defending champion Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney, he can get hot in the playoffs. That's what scares me the most about him. He can get hot. He proved last year with only one win entering the playoffs, and he went on to go win the entire thing. I just don't see that same Linsanity run this year. He has 2 wins, and I think he's definitely going to be a threat to make the Final Four, but I think he's going to come up just short. My next elimination, Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott has been quiet. He only has 1 win, but he's been super consistent. Unfortunately, I think his lack of playoff points is what's going to keep him from making the Final Four. Hey, Chase Elliott could prove me wrong, get a win in the round of 8. But I'll have to see it to believe it. And then my final pick to be eliminated in the round of 8 is William Byron. William Byron, ever since his hot start, getting 3 wins in the first 8 races, I think, he's been cold. He's been absolutely cold. Now, he had a similar stretch like this when he was cold in the summer last season and went on to go win 2 more races in the playoffs. But something just feels off about the 2014 this season. Like, they're not showing race-winning speed like the 5 and the 9 are every week. And despite the 3 wins and all the playoff points they've accumulated over the season, I think he is going to be the first driver to miss the Championship 4. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. Here are my Championship 4 picks. Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, and Christopher Bell. Larson and Bell. I'm going to start with those 2. They have been the definition of checkers or wreckers this season. Bell, I think, has been slightly better than Hamlin consistent-wise and pace, but his results do not show it. Christopher Bell has the most DNFs of anybody with 8. And I could be wrong with this Championship 4 pick because Bell's inconsistency could hold him back in making the Final Four. But when he makes it, he is going to be a dangerous threat, especially at Phoenix. Then we have Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson lost the regular season championship by 1 point. And he's, like I said, he's checkers or wreckers. But Kyle Larson is just so consistent. He's able to stay up front for most of the time. And with the stage points and the playoff points he will acclaim in the next 9 races, his run to the Championship 4 should be easy, but you never know what could happen. Then we have Tyler Reddick, the regular season champion. It's amazing what 23XI Racing, how far they've come since 2021. Tyler Reddick, I think, is a lock for the Championship 4. He's accumulated the playoff points needed, and considering his pace in the spring at Phoenix, he is going to be dangerous. And then we have Denny Hamlin. Despite the huge penalty, the L2 penalty for the engine that TRD caused, I think the pace in this 11 is so strong that they are going to overcome this, and Denny Hamlin is going to make the Championship 4 since 2021. It would be his first appearance since then. And now, who do I pick as the champion? I am not going to pick Kyle Larson because I just think the Toyotas are going to be too strong at Phoenix for Larson to contend. He's going to come around 3rd or 4th, in my opinion, if he makes the Final Four. And then my second driver, who I don't think is going to win the title. As much as it pains me to say it, you better prove me wrong. I'm going to say Denny Hamlin. It does not win the championship. That's my prediction. I just think while Hamlin is going to have a phenomenal car at Phoenix, I just think Reddick and Bell are a little bit better. And now there were 2. Tyler Reddick or Christopher Bell. I think considering the overall pace and how both drivers have performed over this season, I am going to go with Tyler Reddick as my champion. The 2024 NASCAR Cup Series champion will be Tyler Reddick. But now I want to pass it on to you. Who is your championship for prediction? Who do you think will get eliminated in which round? And most importantly, who do you think is going to be the champion? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, go watch the Pegasus device music video for the NASCAR playoffs. I worked so hard on it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.